What's going on, Lake Wiley Clean Dive? It is Keith back again to make another video. This one's gonna be a little bit longer than normal, but let me start with some of the things that I found after my news interview, which I have, and I'll post that. That'll be something you'll see later. But let me show you some of the things I found while I was there for about a half hour. So real quick, let me just explain what I do with these when I find them. If they look like they're in suitable condition or something that can be cleaned up, I'll typically take them home and clean them up. And they typically come out really, really well. So these were actually really disgusting. And I cleaned them up and not a scratch on them. There's probably like some little markings on them from being in the water for so long, but they're back in good condition. Not only that, but I thought this was random finding this in the water. That's not typically something you find in the water. And then these, I know these are children's glasses, prescription glasses. So if you know who these belong to, let me know. I know these things are specifically designed for kids. So I know that whoever these were designed for would sure like to have them back. So share this with everybody so we can find out who owns these glasses. Also, these were found on the dock on the far back on the right, as well as these. This duck call thing, and these sunglasses were found near the boat ramp. And these both appear to be fresh drops because they weren't there the last time I went diving. Yes. One more quick thing before I show you the news clip, and that is for people that are curious about whether or not I'm actually nonprofit. The answer is yes, I am. I'm not being paid for what I do. I do this on my own free time, my own free will. No one tells me to do it, no one asks me to do it. I do it because I love doing it, truly. The reason why I have a donation link is more like an appreciation donation. So thanking me for what I do, and also helping me get better gear to put back into making sure that Windjammer Park and Lake Wiley remains clean, and also helping you guys get your stuff back. Because I don't want any of it, clearly. If I did, I'd keep the stuff that I find, but I really don't. I want to get these things back to people that own them, because I know, especially things like these, these are specialty glasses. I know this because I took a class. I wanted to be an optometrist when I was a kid, so I know how expensive these can be. So I guarantee the parents or the child wants those back. Maybe that child, the parents do. So that's the only thing. That's the only reason why I have the donation link, is to help me get better gear so I can keep doing what I'm doing. Go dive a little bit deeper, find more stuff, keep cleaning. Other than that, thank you guys so much for following me and giving me so much love. Let's roll that clip.
A Charlotte man who often visits Windjammer Park in Tega Cay has taken up an interesting new hobby. As a former Air Force man, he says he used to dive often. Well, now he dives for fun, going into Lake Wiley in search of harmful debris and even hidden treasures. CN2's Rachel Richardson is speaking with the diver about his newfound hobby and how it's helping the community.
About a month ago, Keith Lewis's sister lost her wedding ring out at Lake Wiley. Lewis and his family searched for the ring for hours.
My dad got a real bad sunburn because of it. Mind you, we weren't using goggles, we weren't using a metal detector. We were using tennis rackets to kind of sift out the shells and stuff.
While he and his kids were searching, he noticed a lot of dangerous debris and feared it could be harmful. He decided he would clean it up.
So I was like, this is actually really dangerous. Something could happen to somebody.
But then he started finding wedding bands, dog tags, and a lot more.
All the rest, the glasses and the goggles, all of these items were all at the edge of the dock.
Keith says he comes down to Windjammer at least once a week to dive for about an hour. And although he uses a metal detector in his dives, he says 70% of the time he's relying on his own sight. And one of his more interesting finds, a cell phone that had been in the water for over a year.
The very first thing he said was, "Oh, I lost the thing over a year ago, OMG." And I was like, to me, it's hard for me to fathom that someone lost something a year ago, especially in the water. and looking in that good of condition. That's kind of the crazy part for me.
And he's returned more.
Is that where you found it in the
Keith created a Facebook page, Lake Wiley Clean Drive, to help connect more people with their lost things. He's found that he really enjoys his new hobby.
So it's actually taken over my life completely. But yeah, it's fun. I like doing it.
Diving in and searching for more, in Tega, Rachel Richardson, CN2 News.
Great story, great guy. Keith Lewis says he has already been able to contact and connect with 4 people to get them their lost items. For more information about Keith and his interesting finds, you can visit his page on Facebook. Again, Lake Wiley Clean Dive.